for the attention of Sub-Lieutenant Laporte. Welcome to your new home, Sub-Lieutenant Laporte. I'm Captain Sorensen, and I'm proud to call the Indus mine. I'm glad that you made the decision to join up with my ship and crew. I'm also aware that you come with high recommendations from Captain Telfer, so I know that you will serve this ship with distinction and valor. In the wake of Steele's massive raid against Earth, GTVA forces have largely withdrawn to Jupiter Sector to resupply and regroup. Raids against Earth Sector continue, but for the most part, Second Fleet is under only limited strategic pressure. Fleet Admiral Natreba is in conference with Fleet Admiral Calder of the Jovian Rim Fleet survivors. By all indications, it looks like some major operation is about to commence. I'll leave you under the care of your squadron leader. I believe you two have met?
Sims here. We've been introduced before. Welcome to the Indus. I'm sorry I wasn't on deck to see you in. I read over your jacket. You're clearly a skilled pilot, if still a little green. I need that talent to rebuild this squadron. I want to make it clear that things operate differently here in 2 Fleet. The Martian military has a reputation for rowdiness and vivacious behavior. This reputation is well earned, but it doesn't mean you can be insubordinate without consequence. It's esprit de corps, not poor discipline, that keeps 2 Fleet running. There are only a few veteran pilots left on the Indus, so don't worry if we don't go crazy over the arrival of you and your fellow replacements. We're at the front lines. We've seen a lot of faces come and go. Don't expect a shiny badge or a badass squadron name. We're out here to do our jobs, not to fly air shows. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Laporte. I just got word of your transfer to the Indus. You may remember me from the Nauticus incident. I'm de facto squadron leader aboard the Yangtze, since our CAG is a psychological casualty. Lorna Sims and I go way back. Admiral Natreba is about to select forces for a big joint operation against the GTVA. 2 months ago, the Indus was the best frigate in 2 Fleet, and Lorna Sims was a rising star. She got that job because 5 officers before her couldn't have it. But the last few weeks have really wrecked her. The Indus Air Wing has been running a 400% casualty rate. Sims and Flight Lieutenant Levi are about the only 2 left from the original squadron. Replacements show up and die almost daily. Word has it that Lorna doesn't give her pilots call signs anymore, just numbers. The crew chief says she's banned the flight deck from painting names on their ships. I think all the new pilots have turned into one long red blur for her. Worse, I think she prefers it that way. And all those rooks can tell. It's killing morale. I want the Indus flying alongside the Yangtze if we do go for a big strike, and I want her pilots eager to follow their captain. But Admiral Natreba will never choose a sick ship for his military plans. Do me a favor. See if you can shake Sims up. I've attached a personality profile that might help you out. I hope you get a chance to review it. Cordially yours, Karen M. May.
Yo, Laporte, out of the bunk, into the hall, let's go. I hear you and the other new transfers have been bitching about the lack of training sorties. I get that. I mean, if I didn't know this ship flew a couple dozen sorties a day off a slot deck, overworking a deck crew that gets 4-hour sleep shifts and hasn't had a leave day in almost 9 weeks, I'd be bitching for more flight time too. And I just assume you don't know all that. Anyway, today's your lucky day, Laporte. I'm taking you out for some hands-on time with your Kenterer. Get used to the cockpit, the new avionics, all that. Sound good? I already had the deck fit out your Kenterer with weapons packages. We'll jump out, putter around, and come back. It'll give you a chance to get a feel for the Interceptor and its weapons. The Yangtze is handling a Jump 5 alert for this sector, so if anything goes wrong, expect Flight Lieutenant Ingmei and her wingman to come charging to the rescue as usual. I know you've had a couple discipline problems in the past. Your record says your last wing leader was your uncle, of all people. Consider this a chance to impress me with those earthborn manners of yours, alright? Let's go.
Your goal is to jolt Captain Sims out of her guilt-fueled death spiral. In my experience, Sims responds well to confidence and plain talk, but if you're too by the book, she'll just ignore you. If you can demonstrate intelligence or experience, she'll listen. But failing that, she does some of her best thinking when angry. Just don't patronize or disrespect her or her abilities. And while she responds to honest emotion, don't get too empathetic. She hates that. If you criticize her professionally, not personally. The worst thing you can do is convince her you're an idiot. She'll tolerate a surprising amount of insubordination as long as it's going somewhere. Once you've raised the topic, don't back down.
Indus Control, this is Alpha 1. Outbound for a training run. Pass my regards to Captain Sorensen. And don't get into any trouble along the way, alright?
Roger that, Lorna. Traffic out there is light today. Steele must be resting his crews. Annette does have a few intermittent contacts, so be careful with the Cubs.
Your ship's slave to mine for the moment, Rook. Get ready to jump. Alright, Rook. Welcome to the Block 2 Mod 1 Kenteroy. You're that ship's brand new throttle stick interconnect, so treat her well.
She's a beauty. Stroke the stick and she jumps like a twitchy colt.
Jink around. Get a feel for her. Don't forget to kick in the reverse thrust. We use that for saber dancing. We've even got reverse afterburners. Put the throttle in reverse and kick the burners to try them out.
Thanks for taking me out, sir. Hands-on time is a rare privilege around here. Am I doing something right?
It's my job to make sure that new pilots don't panic and fly themselves apart the first time they see a bad guy. This is not a personal favor.
Sir, you don't have to treat me like another disposable rookie. I know you expect bad casualties. I won't be one of them.
None of my rookies are disposable, Sub-Lieutenant Laporte. Don't bother requesting special treatment, because all you'll do is piss me off. Think very carefully about your next words, Sub-Lieutenant, because you are in serious danger of coming up on charges. I do not have time or patience for this kind of idiocy.
Look, I'll be straight with you. I saw my last squadron bleed to death. Yours is worse. It's already dead. You don't have a squadron, sir. You have a factory for lost pilots.
You're just determined to piss me off, aren't you, Laporte? You put your foot in it, so follow through. Do you think I'm unfit to command this squadron?
I think that 400% casualty rate cut you so deep that you just gave up. You're afraid of what will happen if you let yourself get close again.
Who the hell do you think you are? I mean, listen to yourself, you smug, high-handed, condescending...
Look, Sims, if you want to keep acting like these rooks are already dead, then that's going to turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your call.
Don't even pretend to understand what's happened on this ship, Laporte. While you were salvaging waylaid freighters, we were turning the butcher's bill into a goddamn chapter book out here.
Wake up, Sims! You know what happened to the Navajos. You're not the only soldier in the universe who's seen our squadron die 100 little deaths.
Whoa, knock it off. Jump flash, tally bandits, 2x2, 12 clicks. Thanks. Gunship killers. An Aurora must have tracked our jump and vectored them in. We're in trouble.
4 to 2, and they're Wolfpack pilots. As good as us, probably. I thought I'd seen the worst of those SOC pilots.
Stay frosty, team. It's gonna take too long to recharge and get a nav fix, so I'm gonna call for backup. You've handled worse.
1. Last time I did this, I was flying with wingmates I knew in a ship that fit like a glove.
Stay calm, too, and do exactly what I said. Forget going for kills. Just evade, evade, evade. I'm going to grab 2 of them and keep them occupied until backup arrives. If you need cover at any point, just...
Alpha 2, Fox 2.
Laporte.
Weapons failure.
So I'm gonna frag you myself.
Sims, I'm getting red lights under Master Wet Act Ave and my triggers are locked up.
They gave you that bird? Gods. Okay, we've got a rapier feed problem.
Bank 2 low.
There's just like a vacuum bus and then cycle module 1.
Bank 2 empty.
Sims!
Contact data field. 1 inbound. I'll get this.
Done. Got primaries back.
Alright, I got the 10-0 warning. I'm on my way. Oh, damn, it's running. Damsel in distress. Burning and burning.
Bank 3 low.
Lorna 89. Just got your call. On our way.
Bank 3 empty.
Guy should kill his my ass.
That was tense.
Raids like this have been going on all month. The Auroras slip in, track your jumps, and call in the Nix. You were courting danger going out like this, Sims.
Check it out, Karen. I kept a rook alive through her first mission. Reminds me of our first time out together.
Lorna, I cannot quite tell if you're kidding or not, but I'm sure Laporte here appreciates the effort. That's 2 you owe me, Arthur. 1 here, 1 for the Nauticus.
I tried to pass your suggestion on, Flight Lieutenant Ingmei. Apparently 2 Fleet isn't as informal as suggested.
Your suggestion? Why don't you come to me directly next time you've got a problem with my command style, Flight Lieutenant Ingmei? Instead of throwing sock puppets my way.
The Indus needs to solve her own problems if she's going to be picked for this big op. I want you flying this, Lorna. Besides, the Yangtze's got trouble enough of its own.
Well, I'll keep it in mind. Maybe show the newcomers a little love. With luck, this batch will stick around longer than the last.
Hey, always happy to play go-between for the Second Fleet's alpha females. Captain Sims, if this was a first date, you've got a poor choice of venue.
This better not turn into some kind of romance. The Treva cracks down on chain of command romances like a gorilla's head, and I'm on thin ice as it is with the casualty.
Romances? You hear that, Gavin? Hidden love is in the air.
Great. My job security is in the hands of the First Fleet Transfer, a notorious gossip, and the Federation's only spacefaring pig. Laporte, let's get back to the Indus before he builds up any more steam.
Take care, Kiki. Watch the beams.
Laporte, get your skinny ass out of that cockpit. I'm debriefing in the locker room. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna close down our briefing closet for a 2-pilot debrief. Lieutenant Levi's in there showing off his ACM footage anyway. Get that zipper for me? Thanks. Okay, we did good out there. Didn't lose anyone, burnt some fuel, rattled some Tev raiders, good for morale. You can fly. I like that. Need good flyers for our next big op. Look, I appreciate the pointers about my command attitude. You're getting the hang of the Martian style, and what's more, you're probably right. I'm sick of making new friends and then losing them. But these guys need a leader. But keep in mind, rank matters, even in 2 Fleet. One more outburst like that, whether Karen's behind it or not, and you'll be in the brig for insubordination. Granted, it'll only last about 10 minutes because I'll need you to fill out the roster, but yeah, okay, you get it. You like the Kenteroy? Yeah, thought so. That afterburner. Wham! Beautiful kick. Beta Wing chased off an Aurora shadowing us. He must have traced our jump out and passed it to those Nix. Steel puts the pressure on every damn inch of the fleet, and we're not even his primary goal. Right. Look. One more thing. I'm pretty flattered by your attentions. But we've got to sort something out. Don't get me wrong. I'll tumble a pilot off another ship as fast as the next woman. But in the same squadron, that's a no-go. So I'm afraid you're getting shot down at least once today, Laporte. No more schoolgirl flirt after missions. Towel. Nice. Okay. Laporte, you keep all that shit straight. I'll get in real tight with the new pilots. We got ourselves a squadron and a ship. Nice doing business.
To the officers and crew of the United Earth frigate Indus. At 0750 today, Admiral Natreba passed a coded directive to elements of Second Fleet. In a break from Burns' doctrine of defensive war, Calder and Natreba have finalized their plans for the creation of an elite strategic unit. The objective of this task force will be to undertake risky offensive operations against the GTVA war machine. The Admirals hope to derail Admiral Steele's plan for a crushing attack on Earth by year's end. The Alta Nord and Katana, two surviving frigates of Calder's Third Fleet, will join this task force. From Second Fleet, Natreba has selected the Yangtze and the Indus. I am proud of each and every one of you. Our ship has earned this honor, and she will continue to do so with every mission she and her pilots complete. Hope lives on. I will provide details of our first mission, the oft-rumored Big Op, in the days to come. For now, stand to your duties with the utmost vigilance.
Hey, Laporte. Maybe you should pick better war cries to make fun of. Apparently the Yangtze pilots are calling our task force the War Gods after a certain Indus captain's morale-boosting battle shout par excellence. I'll bet you a Jump 5 shift it's gonna catch on.
To the officers of Second Fleet Mars, this is a monthly high-level update. The strategic situation is this. The GTD Imperius has withdrawn to Delta Serpentis to replenish its squadrons after spearheading the blitz against Earth. This leaves the GTD Atreus, the GTD Carthage, and the GTD Hood in system, conducting flight operations. In spite of his public statements, Steele is currently building up assets for his planned coup de main. In order to prevent our 3 flights from striking, he has deployed the GTD Hood squadrons to conduct constant raids against military targets in Earth sector. The pressure is intense, and First Fleet refuses to give up any assets for non-defensive operations. Steele has also launched a series of aggressive attacks against Second and Third Fleet assets in Mars sector. In the past few days, we have lost 2 training squadrons and 6 supply depots, including 48 uncrewed Israel assault fighters awaiting deployment. We cannot regain any strategic momentum under these conditions. Unlike the attacks on Earth, we are unable to determine the origin of these raids. Subspace vectoring is inconclusive, and we have yet to detect a consistent origin point. Operations are underway to counter this threat and put us back on the attack. In spite of the stance of our honored elders and Admiral Byrne, Calder and I have concluded that some offensive operations are necessary to prevent our total defeat. Thank you all for your loyalty and steadfast devotion. We will persevere. Admiral
Eyes and
War Gods, Indus Tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. I've got 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running out of frontage speeds for 10 years. Direct the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Engaging at will.
ladies, gentlemen, represent our target, the proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building an iron-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus now. I guess they never learned from the Galatean Legion.
It's a cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, War Gods?
I'm right with you, boss. Feeling undisciplined, uneducated, decidedly unsafe.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to land other fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's pave away those beams. Report, help us out or run a floating cover. Your call.
War gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal beams have Captain Sorensen worried. Do the old man a favor.
Way ahead of you in this attack. Hey, watch the black pocket between those cruisers, everyone. You might skin your knees, and Principal Sims is all out of iodine.
Principal Sims? Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Shut up and shoot, Laporte.
Sims, tabs are giving me some real grief.
I got you.
Tank 1 low. Tank 1 empty.
Hostile weapons locked up. Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Load back, pilots. The siren is to bed. Proceeding with planned engagement.
Cruisers, siren action. I've lost main beam, and I'm bringing you to engage with guns. Complete your volleys and move to screening formation.
Hostiles.
Tank 2 low.
Taurus wing splash. It's 4 less nicks to worry about.
I'll do my best.
Ejecting.
Tank 2 empty.
Libra wing down. That's a disruptive death battle net. Man, where the hell are you?
Don't bother me. Hostile weapons locked up.
1, 2. I'm in a tight spot. Could use some cover.
I got you. Stay defensive. Break if you get spiked.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Registering reactor containment failure aboard Beta 7. Scratch 1.
Tank 3 low. Tank 3 empty.
Scratch target. Hostile weapons locked up. Weapons hot. Going for the merge. Weapons hot. Going for the merge. She's all over me. Attempting to evade. Weapons hot. Going for the merge. Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
1, 2. I'm in a tight spot. Could use some cover.
I got you. Stay defensive. Break if you get spiked.
At report, siren. Situation degrading. Slip a pod or a fighter clear ASAP. We'll hold as long as we can.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
The Ashen Core is preparing to jump. Destroy that engine subsystem, pilots, or our target is going to slip away.
Selecting target engines. Selecting target.
Siren Corvette destroyed. Inner crew fireworks. Damn, did you see that?
Very.
That's
Selecting target engines. Selecting target engines. Weapons hot.
Put some rounds into the Agincourt's engine manifolds, pilots. If that ship jumps, we've wasted our chance. We're reading a subspace exit. The mission is compromised. What the hell happened, people? Let's get out of here before hunter-killers arrive. We have some explaining to do.
That was a blunder of cosmic proportions, truly execrable flying. Our failure to prevent the Tevs from...
War Gods, Aegis Tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. I've got 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running anti-particles for the Indus for 10 years. Direct the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Engaging at will.
Ladies, gentlemen, represent our target. The proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Weapons hot.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building Orion-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus and all. I guess they never learned from the Galatane Legion.
It's a cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
I'll do my best.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, War Gods?
I'm right with you, boss. Feeling undisciplined, uneducated, and decidedly unsafe.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to Banzai their fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's take away those units. Report, help us out or run a credit. They're called.
War Gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal pits have Captain Sorensen worried. You're the old man,
Hey, watch the line talking between those cruisers, everyone. Makes skin your gates. Principal Sims is all I ride now.
Principal Sims? Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Shut up and shoot before.
registering reactor containment failure aboard the Alyssa. Scratch 1.
Taurus wing splashed. It's 4 less nicks to worry about.
Well done, pilots. The siren is defanged. Proceeding with planned engagement.
Cruisers, siren actual. I've lost main beams, and I'm rigging to engage with guns. Complete your volleys and move to screening formation.
Selecting target engines.
I copy, pilot. Port ship in transit.
Tank 1 low. Tank 1 empty.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge. Selecting target engines.
Tank 2 low. Agincourt, siren. Situation degrading. Slip a pod or a fighter clear ASAP. We'll hold as long as we can. Tank 2 empty.
destroyed. Never prove that case.
Damn, did you see that?
It was a very... That's it for the escort. Bravo Zulu, War Gods. We just cleaned house with a frontline tactical.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
GTL Agincourt, your escorts have been destroyed and your engines are in fail-safe shutdown. Stand down or open into space.
This is Captain Sabrine. In order to preserve the lives of my crew, and in accordance with General Order 18, I hereby surrender my vessel to the custody of the United Earth Federation.
Agincourt, I'm reading activity in your logistics base. Be warned that if you make any attempt to destroy your own supplies or equipment, our Marines will kill you and your crew.
And we really don't want to do that, Captain Sabrine. War crimes really perturb my intercom, you know what I mean? This is serious Zen shit you're endangering here.
Very well. For the record, I want it known that my decision to abandon cargo destruction protocols was made in order to preserve my crew.
Now that's some real dedication there, Sabrine. But don't worry, Yukoita. You'll be able to spend the rest of the war preserving your crew in the Solus Lacus camp.
We're signaling the Glore with precise coordinates. Marines will be on station in less than a minute.
What do you think, Captain Sims? We're doing all right so far. I think we might just pull this off.
How very earnest of you, Laporte. But yeah, assuming a hunter-killer group doesn't pop in to rearm and rearmor, this might not be a bloodbath. And that's as optimistic as I'll get, so don't push it.
This is the Glore. We're now moving to breach the Agincourt. Fire teams Alpha and Bravo stand by to make entry. Check your armor, everyone.
I'll do my best.
Be careful, Glore. Remember what happened to the Juniper during the Kubara boarding. Keep your security partitions ready in case someone tosses a pocket nuke in.
No need to mother hen us, Captain Kimbleton. We've got it. Alpha, Bravo, ROE is weapons tight. Any negligent discharge with that 15 million, you can hold something critical.
Someone on the Agincourt is making trouble. I'm picking up activity in the launch bay. Heads up, enemy fighters!
They're just a distraction. The other hangar bay is launching escape pods. They're gonna jump clear and signal for help.
Kills on all three bays.
Splash those fighters and give her some room to work.
Yes, sir. Massacring escape pods.
Bank 3 low. Bank 3 empty.
All pods flat. Hope those things were unmanned and not full of panicked deckhands.
Good job handling that snag, Wargods. We're in position. Agincourt airlock is handshaking and opening. Cobra drones go. Unit clear. Thermal clear. GTDS clear. Okay, entrance is clear. Go, go, go!
Lift clear. Alpha 6, we're in, following the Cobras. Check your corners, people. Watch that companionway, sir.
Bravo 6, moving towards the CIC. No sign of resistance. Check and move, people. I want Cobras under that hatch and a wall flood on the compartment.
Glore, Alpha 6. We have the Agincourt's Marine Detachment in peaceful custody. We've secured their magazines and the armory, including some intact Komodo suits.
Alright, Marines, we're putting the capture team aboard. Secure CIC, damage control, nav and engineering. Indus control, the Agincourt is ours. Repeat, we have control of the Agincourt.
Good work, everyone. That was well handled, and those Tevs gave us a good fight. I'm officially proud of you all.
We've got some bad news, pilots. The Agincourt's subspace drive was either damaged during the attack or sabotaged during the boarding. Without a new motivator, this ship is going nowhere.
Request mission update, Indus. If we can't jump the Agincourt out by its next scheduled check-in, we're going to be overwhelmed by TEV reinforcements.
Negative, pilots. We have a contingency for this event. There's a local gate to Mars less than 6 days sublight travel from here. We'll conduct repairs with onboard supplies and bring the Agincourt out on fusion drives.
Hey, 6 days without jump farms or raids. We'll finally stumble on the secret formula to earning some leave in 2 fleet.
That's exactly right, Olaf. They give you a week for every logistics ship you bring bonus week for the injuries. Hit the deck, pilots. I won't rest easy until we've got this sucker locked down in Mars orbit, so let's get moving. All right, war gods, take a seat. I have some bad news. We're out of the war for 6 days. Due to engine damage sustained during the assault, we are moving the Agincore to a nearby intrasystem gate via fusion drive. Because we can't give away our position to the TEVs, there will be no subspace traffic in or out of our position. That means no reinforcements, no jumps home, and absolute comms silence. The GTBA is hunting for the Agincore. We've detected Aurora scouts making hops throughout the area. Fortunately, it appears we've moved the Agincore far enough from its scheduled coordinates that the TEVs are having trouble finding it. Space is huge. Better yet, Admiral Calder has deployed 3 escorted ECM decoy ships to further confuse the area. Now, for the good news. That was an excellent mission, War Gods. We successfully coordinated gunship fire, interception, and precision strikes and achieved a difficult and strategically critical objective. I'm very proud of every one of you. The Indus and Yangtze took damage during the assault. They'll be escorting the Agincore out, performing active armor repairs via polymer injection and doing systems and turret run-ups. The Agincore is fully under the control of our Marines, and I've convinced a contact to liberate some of the Agincore's stocks for us. We'll have fresh water, mattresses instead of pallets, and lots of entertainment during the next few quiet days. I'll draw up a patrol schedule, but my goal is to get all of you rested and ready for what's to come. Vacation's over. We're back to the war. I'm just back from a conference with Captain Sorensen and Captain Karamat. The good news is the last 6 days have done wonders for our combat readiness. The Indus and Yangtze have both used the Agincore's capabilities to maximize their combat efficiency. Our own fighters have been repaired, rearmed, and in some cases patched up with TEV equipment. Laporte, your ship had a faulty comm unit, so you now have a TEV receiver decryptor installed. Don't let your Earther side get the better of you. I don't want any attempts to understand how they feel. The bad news is that traffic with the Agincore, which remains under the control of our prized party, has had unintended consequences. Our entire backup pilot roster is sick with some kind of influenza variant they picked up from the TEV. Worse yet, someone in the press gang GTBA deck crew sabotaged several of our fighters while they were being tutored on the Agincore. Between the Indus and Yangtze, we have 7 flight-ready pilots, 2 gunships, and 5 Kentoroids, and, as I'm sure you've all anticipated, the GTBA is finally on to us. Our destination gate is 30 minutes away on sublight. However, Lieutenant Levi's last recon run spotted the GTB hood blockading the gate. It must have arrived within the last few hours and remained under sensor silence. 5 minutes ago, the hunter-killer Corvette team Circa jumped in to reinforce the hood. Hey, this way. I know many of you have heard of Circa. The Marcus Glaive, Pylon, and Hydra specialize in short-range subspace shock attacks, jumping in and eliminating warships. We believe the TEVs plan to destroy the Indus and Yangtze, then recapture the Agincore. We've obviously been detected, so we've signaled Admirals Mitrova and Calder for backup. Judging by the terse replies, we will see if they were ready for this contingency. Neutrava is going to take the Eris and some artillery along with our War God companions Katana and Altanord and wreak havoc at the GTBA's Neptune fortifications. That should draw off steel in the Atreus. Admiral Calder is sending the jamming ship Anjanea to help us fend off the Circer corvettes. The Anjanea has Jupiter's very best electronics aboard. If all goes well, she'll stymie their beam weapons entirely. Once their targeting is jammed, our frigates will engage with torpedoes and hopefully destroy the Circer threat once and for all. If the Carthage remains in reserve to defend Artemis Station, then Admiral Calder will send us a torpedo strike division to help mop out. We get the adjutant through the gate and go home heroes. Our role in this is, as usual, to kill Terra fighters. There are only a few of us, so we all need to be in top form. We're rested and ready, and if we stay close to the Indus and Yangtze, our teamwork and point defenses should give us the upper hand against GTVA fighter sweeps. The Agincourt's guns will add to our fire pocket. We will face skilled pilots in great numbers. It's the 7 of us against the Hood's fighters. Laporte, you're on my way. After how many card games you've lost to me in the last couple days, I wouldn't have it any other way. Levi, you perpetual malcontent, will fly R3. Karen, Ame, and all of Fumi off the Yangtze will fly Beta. Lance, over, you're our gun chaser. Look, if you people want my opinion, I think something big is happening. The Agincourt alone is a huge target, but it's drawn out a TEP destroyer and other vital assets. I think Calder and Netraba are using the Agincourt as a catalyst for their own strategic plans. I mean, think about it. The Hood is here, ready for the taking. The Atreus is occupied. The Carthage is probably going to play defense. The Imperius is out of the system. We have a golden opportunity here. If we do our jobs here today, then maybe the War Gods will go down in history as the ones who turned the war on.
This is fucked. Look at those corvettes. Calder better come through, or we're gonna be operated.
Reinforcements are coming, War Gods. Until they arrive, we hold. They're going to throw squadron after squadron at us and we will kill them, and we will hold. Understood?
7 of us against a destroyer and a hunter-killer team. How are we supposed to...
Fields before Troy, Diomedes gave the strength by Pallas Athena, routed the strong-leagued and the...
I'll do my best.
This is your Aristia, Noemi. Fight, and you will triumph.
How are we going to keep them from running away before we're done with them?
You know, Laporte, I could really get used to you. Here they come, War Gods.
You pick one up, get out of there!
Threat 6, break! Break!
Keep it up, War Gods. We're getting killed. Stay close to the frigates, Ned.
target.
Circuit Corvette, approaching beam range. Since the Beth CM support doesn't show up.
Splash 1 Ted Squadron. Hold by the frigates, Warhounds. They've got more metal on them.
This is the UEA Engineer, on station to provide ECM support. We will attempt to disrupt Circuit's beam guidance. Stand by.
I see plasma shine on the Circuit Corvette.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
Lead misses. Are jamming hell. Indus, Yamtsin, commence your engagement. We will jam the Good's primary weapons.
Circuit Corvettes are turning off. Watch those AAA beams, pilots.
Heads up.
Head pilots, we're detecting another tough squadron jumping in. Also better launch from the hood. Piling it off.
Damn, that's a whole heavy assault squadron. Watch the traps. 2, ready for more?
Ready and eager, sir. I'm just getting warmed up.
Roger that, sir.
Heads up. Artemis bomber strike inbound on the Argenea. Protect that ship, or the hood will open up on us.
Good hostiles.
Stay frosty, Warhounds. Keep your shields tight. We're all over this.
In trouble. Heads up, pilots. Kula squadron inbound, 5 place. Don't let them bounce. On our way.
Engineer here. If we go down, the Hood will vaporize this task force. Give us cover.
We have a squadron of assault fighters jumping in. They're moving to strike Yangtze and Indus.
Copy that. Nail those herds if you...
Look at those corvettes. Calder better come through, or we're gonna be operated.
Reinforcements are coming, Warguns. Until they arrive, we hold. They're going to throw squadron after squadron at us in Portland, and we will hold. Understood?
7 of us against a destroyer and a hunter-killer team. How are we supposed to?
I'll do my best.
Diomedes, given strength by Pallas Athena, routed the strong, greed, and the discipline. This is your Aristia, Noemi. Fight, and you will triumph.
How are we going to keep them from running away before we're done with them?
Pick one up! Get out of there!
They come, Wargods. You're spiked.
I can use a hand here.
Roger that, sir.
Get up, Warguns. We're getting killed. Stay close to the frigates and admin.
Washington bastards.
Down there, let us defense
war gods. They've got more metal on them.
Zerker corvettes approaching beam range. Sims, if that ECM support doesn't show up.
This is the UEA Engineer, on station to provide ECM support. We will attempt to disrupt Zerker's beam guidance. Stand by.
I see plasma shine on the Circuit corvettes.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
Clean misses. Our jamming held. Indus, Yamtsin, commence your engagement. We will jam the Hood's primary weapons.
Zerker corvettes are turning off. Watch those AAA beams, pilots. Pilots, we're detecting another tough squadron jumping in. We've also got a launch from the front. Piling it off.
Damn, that's a whole heavy assault squadron. Watch the trebs. 2, ready for more?
Rearming sequence aboard.
Ready and eager, sir. I'm just getting warmed up.
Use a hand here.
Stay frosty, war gods. Keep your shields tight. We're all over this. Heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up. Artist bomb straight them down on that shit.
Roger that, sir.
Where the hell are you? Don't write those bombers off yet, people. The Tevs will use staggered deployments. Watch for more waves trying to sneak in.
We have a squadron of assault fighters jumping in. They're moving to strike Yangtze and Indus.
Copy. Nail those first if you get a chance.
I'll do my best.
On our way.
I'll do my best.
Roger that, sir.
On our way.
This is the UAC on set. This is the clear instruction. I will call the
Flight dance with like gun battle mech. Good to have you answers.
We've got a fire on the hangar deck and shearing damage and secondary structural members. Step up your efforts, pilots.
Heads up, inbound.
I'll do my best.
Roger that, sir.
Indus, this is the Auxerre. Our ECM ship just went down. Can you lend us a few channels in case more Tev hunter killers arrive?
That's negative, Auxerre. We did everything we've got to safeguard the Ashen. Roger that, sir.
Roger that, sir.
At any cost.
Here we go.
War guards, this is Too Tardis Action. Steel just slipped a warship past me. You have a strike corvette inbound. ETA is 30 seconds. Good luck. Hold it out.
Pilots, the TEV attack is slackened off. Disarm weapon subsystems on the nearby corvette so our torpedoes can get through.
Copy that, Admiral. War gods return to the Azure Core and stand by for contact. We don't have a vector on her arrival.
Watch it. What a chunk. The Medea has emerged in broadside position and is commencing attack. Torpedo 2, brace for beam fire.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
Chimera corvette pilot is withdrawn. She'll be out of the fight for a few days.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
War gods on there. We cannot hold against Medea. We are trying to reach the nearest patrol. He is jamming our transmission. Advise.
Sir, yes. We just well hold the mirror of target.
That is AWACS and Kugan are connected in warfare attack. We cannot overcome the Meteor's noise. Magazine fire breaks showing clear.
God, she's relentless. We need to put some pressure on that corvette. Anyone have a bright idea?
Just lost the Medea.
Copy that, sir. Can you attack? 406. What's the status of the team? I need assets. Copy that, sir. Committed to designated standby 6. We're resolving systems crisis. Can't take on magazine time.
All guards, LC tactical. Let you know when you're ready to step into the front. Do what you can with current assets. Be aware that the key is action towards the gate.
Wait, Sims! I've got that TEV comm unit on board. It's got green lights. Give me the codes to the Aerosnet.
You think you can handle it before? Yeah. Alright, here goes. Enter 229 Bravo Hotel 760. Hold 12. All compromised. Attempting to eject.
Sims, report. I'm on the Aerosnet and they're waiting for my requests. What now?
Assemble a strike package to take out that corvette. Select.
Going down. Torpedo 2 signing off. Can't hear about blast.
Those Jovians died to buy us time. Let's not screw this up.
There's a long wing interceptors ready to bonsai hostile fighters and take out turrets. Orders.
Precision strike. Inbound on Medea weapon.
The Medea has achieved a partial V-lock. She's about to open fire.
Selecting target engines.
Marcus Clave has exited the field of engagement. One less major event.
Hostile weapons locked up.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Here we go.
Targeting.
Fuck! Tech just remains. No pods. No survivors.
Captain Sorensen. Always.
With the failure of the
This is fucked. Look at those corvettes. Calder better come through, or we're gonna be operated.
Reinforcements are coming, War Gods. Until they arrive, we hold. They're going to throw squadron after squadron at us, and we will kill them, and we will hold. Understood?
Roger that, sir.
7 of us against a destroyer and a hunter-killer team. How are we supposed to?
Diomedes, given strength by Pallas Athena, routed the strong, grieved, and the disciplined. This is your Aristia, Noemi. Fight, and you will triumph.
How are we going to keep them from running away before we're done with them?
Teleport, but I really get used to it. Here they come, War Gods.
Where the hell are you?
Keep it up, War Gods. We're getting kills here. Stay close to the frigate's head.
Engaging at will.
Get out of there, bloodletters. The feds have you in a fire pocket.
Splash one Tev squadron. Pulled by the frigate squad gods. They've got more metal on them.
Zerker corvettes approaching beam range. Sims, if that ECM support doesn't show up.
This is the UEA Engineer, on station to provide ECM support. We will attempt to disrupt Zerker's beam guidance. Stand by.
I see plasma shine on the Circuit corvettes.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
Clean misses. Our jamming held. Indus, Yamtsin, commence your engagement. We will jam the Hood's primary weapons.
Zerker corvettes are turning off. Watch those AAA beams, pilots. All pilots, we're detecting another Tev squadron jumping in. Also got a launch from the third. Pilot off. That's a whole different assault. Watch the Trevs. 2, regular 1.
Ready and eager, sir.
Bank too low.
I could use a hand here.
Stay frosty, war gods. Your shield's tight. We're all over this. Heads up. Artemis bomber strike inbound on the mission. Protect that ship, or the hood will open up on us.
Hostile contact. Heads up.
Don't wreck those bombers off yet. The Tevs will use staggered deployments. Watch for more waves trying to sneak in. More ships headed back.
Hostiles.
I'll do my best.
We have a squadron of assault fighters dropping in. They're moving to strike Yangtze and Indus.
Copy. Nail those hurts if we get a chance. In trouble.
I'll do my best.
Here we go.
Heads up, pilots. Gula squadron inbound, 5 minutes. Don't let them bounce.
Here we go.
Vacation.
This is fucked. Look at those corvettes. Calder better come through, or we're gonna be operated.
I'll do my best.
Reinforcements are coming, War Gods. Until they arrive, we hold. They're going to throw squadron after squadron at us, and we will kill them, and we will hold. Understood?
7 of us against a destroyer and a hunter-killer team. How are we supposed to?
Diomedes, given strength by Pallas Athena, routed the strong, grieved, and the disciplined. This is your Aristia, Noemi. Fight, and we will triumph.
How are we going to keep them from running away before we're done with them?
You know, Lord, I could really get used to you. Here they come, War Gods.
Dude, where the hell are you? Heads up, Laporte.
Get up, War Gods. We're getting close. Stay close to the frigates and adjutants.
May he find peace.
Get out there, one letter. Let's head for the fire pocket.
Bank too low.
Splash 1 Tev squadron. Hold by the frigates, War Gods. They've got more metal on the way.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Zerker corvettes approaching beam range. Sims, if that ECM support doesn't show up.
This is the UEA Engineer on station to provide ECM support. We will attempt to disrupt Zerker's beam guidance. Stand by.
I see plasma shine on the Circer corvettes.
Roger that, sir. Roger that, sir.
Clean misses. Are jamming hell. Indus, Yangtze, commence your engagement. We will jam the boot's primary weapons.
Zerker corvettes are turning off. Watch those AAA beams, pilots. Contact, pilots. We're detecting another Tev squadron jumping in. Also got a launch from the front. Pilot off.
That's a whole lot of assault work. Watch the traps. 2, ready for more?
Ready and eager, sir. I'm just getting warmed up.
I could use a hand here.
Stay frosty, War Gods. Keep your shields tight. We're all over this. Heads up. Artemis bomber strike inbound on the Engineer. Protect that ship, or the clip will open.
Hostile contact. Heads up.
Bank too low.
Don't wreck those bombers off yet, people. The Tevs will be staggered with guns. Watch for more waves trying to sneak in. In trouble.
Bank 2 empty. 3 low. Hostile. Copy that. Nail those hurts and get it. Tank 3 empty.
Heads up, pilots. Kula Squadron inbound, 5 clicks. Over the mountain.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
I'll do my best.
Tank 1 low. Tank 1 empty.
This is Delta with 18 Blade Dancer. Pt1 battlement.
Good to have you, Blade Dancers. Heads up, inbound.
Indus, this is the Oxair. Our ECM ship just went down. Can you lend us a few channels in case more temp hunter killers are on?
That's a negative, Oxair. Did everything we've got to safeguard the Ashen.
I'll do my best.
At any cost. Pilots, the TEV attack is slackened off. Disarm weapon subsystems on the nearby corvettes so our torpedoes can get through.
War guards, this is Two TARDIS Action. Steele just slipped a warship past me. You have a strike corvette inbound. ETA is 30 seconds. Good luck. Corner out.
Copy that, Admiral. More gods return to the Azure Core and stand by for contact. We don't have a vector on her arrival.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
Watch, what a chump! The Deer has emerged from broadside position and is commencing attack. Torpedo 2 brace for beam fire.
Chimera corvette pilot has withdrawn. She'll be out of the fight for a few days.
War gods, Oxair. We could hold against the Deer. We are trying to reach the Ares for help, but the Deer is jamming our transmission and high.
What's there? Yes. We're jammed as well. Hold the gear up while we try and push through.
We cannot overcome the BTS noise. Magazine fire breaks are going clear.
Just lost the Deer.
God, she's relentless. We need to put the pressure on that corvette. Anyone have a bright idea?
Use TAC 4.6. What's the status of it? I need assets.
Stand by 6. We're resolving the systems crisis.
Tank 1 low. Tank 1 empty.
All gods, that's the attack. Let you know when you're ready to take some time. Do what you can to current assets. Be aware.
Tank 3 low. Tank 3 empty.
Wait, Sim! I've got that TEV comm unit on board. It's got green lights. Give me the codes to the Ares now.
You think you can handle it, LaPorte?
Tank 2 low.
Enter 229 at Bravo Hotel 761 and hold to a halt.
at any cost.
Sims, report. I'm on the Arisnet and they're waiting for my request. What now?
Durga bombers, ready for high-intensity strike operations. Ready for your orders, Adjutant.
Assemble a strike package to take out that corvette. They won't let you request the order here. So be selective.
Howie, 13 gauge heavy fighter. Banks out.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designate. Lydia has achieved a partial lock. She's about to open fire.
empty.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
Going down, going down. Torpedo crew signing off. Send on left.
Those Jovians died to buy us time. Let's not screw this up.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Marcus clear protection. Engagement. One message.
Bank 2 low. Bank 2 empty. Heavy damage.
No point. No survivors. Captain Surrender. Boy.
With the failure of the
This is fucked. Look at those corvettes. Calvin better count through, or we're gonna be operated.
This is Delta with 18 flight dancers with Ares. Taking onto your battle net and assuming escort position.
All guards, this is True TARDIS Active. Steele just slipped a warship past me. You have a strike corvette inbound. ETA is 30 seconds. Good luck. Corner out.
Good to have you, Blade Dancers.
Copy that, Admiral. War gods return to the Ashen Core and stand by for contact. We don't have a vector on her arrival yet.
I'll do my best.
Here we go.
Swift, watch your blood. Shot. The deer has emerged from horizontal position and is commencing attack. Torpedo 2, brace for main fire.
Bank 1 low. Bank 1 empty.
406. What's the status on that jet? I need assets out. Reading a subspace exit. There goes a Corvette, pulling Hydra from the gunnery.
Just lost the day of Rick.
Stand by 6, we're resolving a systems crisis. Counting off to Yangtze Tower.
All gods, Yangtze Tower. Let you know when you're ready to submit some target. You want to count the current assets. Be aware of the smash notes and pages of the
Wait, Sims! I've got that TED comm unit on board and it's got green lights. Give me the code to the Aerosnet.
You think you can handle it before?
Bank 2 low.
Alright, here goes. Enter 229 Bravo Hotel 76.
Bank 2 empty.
Sims? Laporte. I'm on the Aerosnet and they're waiting for my requests. What now?
Durga bombers, ready for high-intensity strike operations. Ready for your orders, Adjutant.
Assemble a strike package to take out that Corvette. They won't let you request the holding here, so be selective.
Towing, prepare to engage enemy fighters.
Fangs out. The Medea has achieved a partial beam lock. She's about to open fire.
Affirmative. I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
Those Jovians died to buy us time. Let's not screw this up.
Threat 6, break! Weapons hot, going for the merge. I'll do my best.
Targeting weapon particle.
Weapons hot.
Where the hell are you?
Rearming.
should be able to contact other fleet elements. Stand by.
I'll do my best.
Indus, War God 6. Can we get some additional firepower to deal with that command carrier parked in front of the gate?
I'll do my best.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Hey, you lot. What do you think the HUD's doing? Just looming there, throwing out fighters, instead of taking a blitz at us.
Looks like they're still having trouble with the Engineers jamming.
War Gods, this is Admiral Calder. I am prepping the two TARDIS for relief action. I will not be able to recover my screen, so I trust you to provide fighter cover.
Lorna, we're in rough shape. If the Tev's sortie a hunter-killer team or enough bombers, we could lose that destroyer.
Between his squadrons and Natraba's Feint, the Tevs are occupied. It's Indra 2 all over again, only this time Calder is on our side. We just need to do our jobs.
Prepare to assault the hood or engage hostile bombers, sir. Let's do this.
Watch the escorts.
Gunnery, target the hood's main beam, CG4.
I'll do my best.
Bank 1 low. Bank 1 empty.
The hood's AWACS cover is gone.
Bank 3 low.
I'll do my best.
Trouble.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
I'll do my best.
Run home, little Tev. Tell Steel I'm coming for him. Field is ours. Captain Martash, stand down to Condition 2 and begin damage assessment.
Sir, this is Captain Sorensen, JTF War Guards. We have retrieved the target and are prepared to return to Earth.
Congratulations, Captain. You just bit off a quarter of the Tev's logistical ability. Gave us our first real victory in the war. That logistics ship is a treasure trove. I'm not handing it over to Earth. Trauber and I have other plans.
Sir, Admiral Burns' standing orders are to deliver all captured GTVA technology for his project. Isn't this mutiny?
Martian Concordia, the Jovian Systems Republic do not answer to Burn. We answer to the Elders. While they are wide leaders, they are not warriors. At 0800 this morning, Admiral Trauber and I informed Burn that 2nd and 3rd Fleets are now autonomous command. Admiral Burn and the Elders are committed to a defensive war that will bring the Tev to the negotiating table. That strategy is
here, Admiral. We're all glad to be finally hitting back.
Hot damn. Karen, you owe me a fiver.
Sir, if 2nd and 3rd Fleet plan to bring the war to the GTBA, the War God stands ready.
Admiral Steele's plan to stage a single, decisive battle on Earth leaves the GTBA vulnerable to counterattack during the build-up. He is going for the throat, and Natraba and I plan to kick him in the ball. Taking out the Azure Corps will cut their supply chain. They'll need another 4 or 5 months of preparation. We will exploit this advantage.
Sir, I have something to say.
Damn it, Laporte, keep quiet. Calder will bust your balls for so much as coughing without permission.
Pilot, do you have an objection to this task force's new assignment?
No, sir. I just wanted to express my thanks and convey my wishes that Admiral Byrne would grow the balls to make this decision himself.
Sub-Lieutenant Laporte, your willingness to speak ill of a superior officer in an undisciplined tirade fills me with certain ill-advised respect. Consider yourself forgiven, possibly even acknowledged. Now get the Ashen Car through that gate before Steele disentangles himself and comes running to save his career.
My God, Laporte, you're still on flight status. I can't believe Calder let you off.
Nice speech, Sub-Lieutenant. Did you have that all written out on some flowered stationery, taped up in your cockpit?
Oh, I bet he loved your input, Laporte. He'll probably make you Special Requisitions Officer for Burns Testicles. Or something.
Oh, hush, you know how I get on combat high.
All right, War Gods. Looks like we're gonna win this war all on our own. Let's jump home and get started. 6 weeks ago, we, as a people, were coasting towards defeat. Today, Federation back into contention. With the capture of the Agincourt logistics ship, we've done nearly as much damage to GTBA infrastructure in the system as their blitz did to us. Without the Agincourt, they can't pressure us to the same degree. Without pressure, we can hit back. And if we can hit back, that means Steele's plan for a decisive stroke at Earth is off. Better yet, we dealt significant damage to GTBA tactical assets. Circuit team and the GTD group will be repairing guard in the station for several days, possibly weeks. Without those hunter-killers in the field, we can deploy our own warships more aggressively. Admiral Natraba and Admiral Calder are in conference with Admiral Byrne and several elders right now. I imagine the proverbial defecation is really ventilation. Byrne wanted the Agincourt very badly, but my impression is that Calder and Natraba plan to use it to support a new offensive to retake Jupiter. The Agincourt has as much logistical capacity as 3 of our standard dockyards, and it's mobile. The bad news from today was a few losses. The Tevs are reeling strategically, but tactically, they were as strong as ever. Torpedo 2 was murdered trying to assist us. In the Neptune fight, Admiral Steele gave Natraba's artillery a sound thrashing and came near to catching the Eris and somewhat remains in this. The Indus and Yangtze will be in dock for 6 days, looking back after today's beating. We have been given exemption until 5 p.m. While I ordinarily stay away from all squadron and social activities, I think the War Gods deserve some quality behind them. Karen Ingmei has a place in Commander Chasma, and the hiking is fabulous. I'll send a communique after the break.
to the serving officers and crew of the War God's Elite Task Force. Find attached the transcript of the meeting between the Fleet Admirals and the High Council of Elders at Jiuhuashan, Anhui Province. The points of contention involved the declaration of autonomy by 2nd Fleet and the 3rd Fleet exiles. You can read the subsequent ruling of the Council regarding this matter, but it will be sufficient to note that the 1st Fleet Admiralty no longer dictates our military policy. However, we will still obey the will of the Council in non-military matters, and the Martian government still acknowledges Federation authority. The second imperative point of contention concerned the fate of the GTL Agincourt. It was my intention to recommission the Agincourt into the registry of the 2nd Fleet as a support vessel, using the precedent of the GTL Solace when she defected to Federation authority last year. She now serves as part of the home fleet in a classified capacity. Admiral Calder supported my proposition. The motion was denied by the Council, and an order handed down for the immediate transport of the vessel to Earth. In their words, the Agincourt is no longer a military asset, and is now the property of the Federation Science Institute. My official position on this matter is the same as Admiral Calder's. We will support the Elders in this, and have thus relinquished control of the Agincourt. Despite this setback, I expect each of you to do your duty to the best of your ability, and I have every confidence that we will prevail in this conflict. Admiral Kyle Netreba, UED Eris, 2nd Fleet Mars.
Netreba, Calder, what in the devil's name are you two playing at? Autonomy? I've given you autonomy enough these past 18 months to the near ruin of us all. Given your war gods did well in securing the Agincourt, Admiral Calder's fixation with the destruction of Circuit Team threw 2 cruisers and an ECM asset right into TEV hands. Admiral Netreba's stunt at Neptune damaged his artillery ships and nearly cost us the Eris. A single reactionary artillery strike would have saved lives and secured the Agincourt sooner. If you two insist on continuing these frontier antics, then there's little I can do. I've told you enough times that these are only temporary victories against a determined and highly adaptable enemy. The TEVs can afford destroyer casualties. We're barely getting by on cruising strikecraft attrition. Your faith in your fleets is admirable, but we won't win this conflict through force of arms. It's not who we are. Would that your faith in the Elders was stronger in times when we must rely on the most. Admiral Byrne, UED Solaris, home fleet.
Okay, people, leave ended 12 hours ago, so quiet down. As you've probably seen, the Indus's time in dock came with some extra perks. We're now one of the very few frigates in 2 Fleet with functioning hot showers. My mama always said that heroism paid big dividends. While we were cavorting around on leave, some very disturbing political developments have occurred. These events are a direct result of our capture of the GTL Agincourt. Unfortunately, it appears that Admiral Steele had a contingency plan for the loss of one or both of his logistics ships. That plan may now be in its first stages, and with luck, we can disrupt it. 6 minutes ago, recon elements picked up a distress call from an unregistered freighter outside the asteroid belt under attack by the Gaian effort. The recon wing moved in to check out the situation and possibly confiscate the freighter's cargo. Turns out, the ship wasn't Tev, but Vasudan. Yes. It seems the Imperium has finally decided to pay us a visit, and we've been chosen to be part of their welcoming committee. The Pasejet is a Vasudan logistics ship in the vein of the Agincourt, and from what intel's gathered about these ships, they seem pretty similar to their Tev counterparts. Big, slow, and poorly armed. A prime target for pretty much any hostile force in this system. The Vasudan ship was ambushed during a navigational adjustment between intra-system hops. Somehow, the Geths knew where this adjustment would occur, which seems impossible as jump schedules are tightly classified, but that's a job for Netraba's intel. 6 minutes ago. Now, technically we're not at war with the Vasudans, but they are still allies with the General Terran Assembly. Admiral Netraba wants us to secure control of the freighter, assist their crew, and get some answers from their captain regarding their standing orders. We need to know where the Vasudans stand in this war, and whether or not Emperor Kanzu II has decided to throw his weight behind the Tev push into our system. Our fear is that Kanzu has elected to support Steel logistically. Laporte, you'll be my second. Levi, you're Alpha 3. Courtney and McManus, take up Beta 1. Alpha Wing has cleared the fighter bay.
Bank 1 low. Bank 1 empty.
Our boarding party is getting cut up here, boss. Bloody U-2 suits, they are enormous guns. It's got some kind of power armor. Gaia, it's got a fucking sword.
Oh, what a shot! I didn't sign up for this shit. We're getting out of here.
Bank 2 low.
Scav pass has been off a bit more than they could chew. We're trying to attack the Vesuvius. Don't we think they're working for the Tabs?
Passenger, this is Captain Sorensen of the United Earth Frigate Indus, 2nd Fleet Mars. We've received your distress signal and are here to provide assistance. What is your status?
You are speaking to Captain Apries of the Passenger. The Geth boarding party inflicted damage to our fuel processors. We have multiple cases of radiation exposure and flash burns. Our emergency response teams have been overwhelmed.
We've got a medical transport on 2-minute standby, Captain Apries. Our medics have been brought up to speed on Vasudan physiology. Permission to proceed?
Permission denied, Captain Sorensen. Under GTVA protocol, we cannot submit our vessel to your authority.
We're not asking for your surrender, Captain Apries. Federation policy is to offer support to all neutral vessels in distress. Our hands are open.
This is not a neutral vessel. Under the Deneb Convention, your government is designated a hostile power. As such, we have no choice but to respond to any attempted boardings with force.
Are the Vasudans rejecting our medical assistance? Are they insane?
Think about it this way, Levi. The Gefs are a lot like their hammer of light. Would you let a bunch of Vasudans board your ship after an attack by those nutjobs?
Rearming complete, sir.
If we're falling back on technicalities, Captain, last I checked, our government was at war with the General Terran Assembly, not the Imperium. Consider this a token of friendship from a society that shares much in common with your own.
Your actions are honorable, Captain Sorensen, but I cannot help but doubt your intentions. We are quite aware of the role that your ship played in the capture of the GTL Agincourt.
I'm sure you'll see the difference between action against an enemy target and a mission of mercy, Pessajet. Scan the Litman. You'll find no weapons on board.
Your medical ship appears to be what it seems, Captain Sorensen. Our situation leaves us little choice. Send the Litman, and only the Litman, to the port dock. I will have a Marine detachment to meet your medical team at the airlock.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Indus War Gods, looks like we're privileged enough to witness the first contact between Earth and Vasudan forces in 50 years.
I'd do anything just to talk to one of them. I've read stories about their culture. Martin Mandho said that Khonsu was closer to spiritual enlightenment than many of our elders.
Spiritually enlightened or not, their beams are going to be just as terrifying when they're aimed at our ships. Until they're helping us kick the Tevs out of our system, I'm not going to expect a damn thing from them.
Really, Captain? There's no curiosity down under all that Martian gruff? Permit me to quote the Intel database. A civilization of philosophers, artists, and scholars. You're not intrigued?
Once attended a lecture given by one of the Epsilon 4. He answered questions afterwards about what it was like being one of the only Vasudans left in Sol. Of course, they say the Vasudans were with the Fedayeen.
Captain Sorensen, we're picking up a jump point forming nearby. Hostile configuration.
We've got company.
Looks like the Tevs got the distress call too. All crew to battle stations. Fighter wings take up escort positions around the Indus and Litman. Do not engage unless fired upon.
Weapons hold, Alpha and Beta wings. Do not fire until I say. Keep away from those Tev ships.
GTCV are 2 Zeton Federation vessels. The passage is under our protection. Stand down your vessels and leave, or we'll open fire.
This is Captain Sorensen of the United Earth Frigate Indus. Negative on your demands, RFX sir. We are engaged in a medical mission and will defend ourselves.
Damn Tev! Get off my tail! Indus control permission to open fire!
Don't make me laugh, Captain. Medical mission. This is clearly another attack of our logistics by a desperate military. Leave now or suffer the consequences.
Captain Price, we can vouch for their action thus far. The Indus and her fighters assisted in driving off an attack by the Gaian effort. We are transmitting logs.
Acknowledge messages. We believe some Gaian effort cells may be working for the Federation's Black Ops unit. This is likely an attempt on your ship.
Their teams aboard my vessel are unarmed. They did not exhibit any suspicious behavior.
These records seem to check out, Captain Aprius. But we've got bigger problems. Your ship's hull integrity is dropping fast. We need to deploy teams to help contain internal fires and lockdown damage. Captain Sorensen, unless you want a firefight aboard a dying ship, withdraw at once. Your rescue efforts are neither welcome nor needed. We will use force if necessary.
We don't have time for this, Captain. These Vasudans are in need of medical assistance. Unless you want to explain to the Emperor why his soldiers had to die, let us do our jobs.
Oh, Indus Control, I'm getting red lights on my board. Long-range communications are down.
Captain Sorensen, we don't have time for this posturing. The clock's ticking on the Passaget's reactor failure.
Captain Price, we're picking up massive jamming from your corvette. What is the meaning of this?
A little, insurance policy, Captain Sorensen. You want to do things your way? Fine. Help out the Vasudans, but no reinforcements.
GTT Samson, on approach to dock with the Passaget's ventral airlock. Federation forces, if you are armed, hold your fire.
In which case, Captain, I'm sure you won't object to us returning the favor. Comms, hit them with a wide-frequency blast. Jam their long-range communications.
This is Medic Team Alpha. We're experiencing massive internal detonations. The Vasun engineers when patching up say their internal safeties have failed.
Damn! We're scrambling
repair equipment from the Indus, but it's gonna be several minutes until we can load a shuttle. Do the best you can with what you have.
We've got repair technicians with heavy field equipment on board the Samson. Standard procedure for answering a circumvessel. You could learn from our example next time.
And your transport carries only the barest medical facilities, Captain. If your engineers save the ship, we'll save the crew. Once the Pessenger is out of danger, we'll work from there.
Touché, Captain Sorensen. Here's my proposal. We stand down, and you do the same. We pool our resources, repair the Vesudan ship, and then we go our separate ways. The Vesudans continue to help us supply, while you gain favor with Khonsu for your surrender negotiations.
Indus, I'm reading a global weapons power down on the Arethusa and Tev fighters. They've disengaged and are pulling back.
What extraordinary times we live in. Very well, Captain Price. The welfare of the Pessenger will take precedence for now. However, if you do anything to compromise the ceasefire, do not hesitate to open it.
Red and black hands, holding hands together from catapult.
This is doing my head in. Sitting this close to Tez without shots firing?
This is Medic Team Alpha. Engineer crisis teams have managed to seal off compromised areas. The Asian numbers have fallen, and managed to secure most of the surrounding. Good thing there's text can't make it in.
Normally I'd be itching to open fire, but do you think this is how it's supposed to be? That maybe this is the first sane thing that's happened since the Teds showed up?
Ever the romantic report. Frankly, this is absurd. Sooner or later, we'll be shooting at each other again. It's just fine.
If you ask me, a little danger brings a certain buzz to first meetings. Has anyone ever told you how lovely you sound on the comm? Lieutenant Fabio Bernardi, at your service. 181st Blood Squad. GTD Carthage. Call sign Ananti. Good news as well.
Captain, voice is Indus Warlords. Now you'll know why I'm not strings
Only one side can win. Choose. It is the way of things. You must choose.
Sub-Lieutenant Noemi Laporte, Indus War Gods. Have a care with Captain Sims, Tev. You don't want her on the wrong side of the IFF spectrum.
So I've heard. Your squadron has Admiral Steele's attention, Sub-Lieutenant Laporte. You lot seem determined to win this war all by yourself.
It's always good to verify our strategic impact from a human source, Lieutenant Kerniati. How about some hard numbers? What's the bounty on my head?
Big enough to make me take notice. My father's a shipping magnate. The catch is, of course, that no one survives to collect. Or I'm sure I'll be pretty close to the jobs.
This is a bad line of work for an amateur Casanova lieutenant. When you get shot down out here, it's dangerous.
Medic Team Alpha. Preliminary triage has been completed. Critical to the equipment for emergency care. I wish to state for the record that the conduct of the GTBA and engineering teams has been more than exemplary.
Acknowledged, MT Alpha. Good work. Well, Captain Price, it seems thanks are in order.
Eyes up, pilots. New contact. It's the heavy frigate Hesperia.
Priority message to Captain Aldrin. Tell him to cease fire immediately. The Arethusa is a non-combatant.
Scorpio Wing and Arethusa have gone weapons hot.
Mayday! Mayday! A Nazi is hit!
Laporte, that was...
Arethusa has opened fire.
All batteries return fire. Fighters form a defensive screen.
Pilots, basic. Watch the fire. It's close quarters.
Tank 1 low. Tank 1 empty. Tank 3 low.
The Arethusa is going down. At last volley got our magazines and safeties.
Surrender, you traitorous sons of bitches! Hold your fire!
Hesperia, this is the Indus. The Arethusa was assisting our humanitarian mission for the Pesajet. You've just destroyed a non-combatant under a ceasefire.
Ceasefire? Pardon me, Captain Sorensen, but I got no notice from command that such a ceasefire was in place. Admiral Calder deployed us to secure the area after we lost contact with you. The Arethusa was a hostile target and by definition a combatant.
Seems like the status quo has returned to this little patch of space, Laporte. How do you fancy the outcome of this humanize the enemy experiment?
Can't complain, one. We're still alive. But I can't help but wonder what would have happened if it had lasted a little longer. Still, I guess best intentions aren't enough to stop the fighting. It's too late for that. This war won't end until one side wins, and I'd rather it be us.
Laporte, we'll make a Martian of you yet.
Accept the transmission. Tell no one.
Oh, what the hell?
Pilots, this mission is over. Bring yourselves in. Gamma Wing from the Hesperia will take over escort duty.
Okay, pilots. First, I want everyone to know that I'm proud of the way you handled yourselves out there today. All of you managed to hold the ceasefire long enough for the Pesajet to receive assistance. What happened to the Arethusa afterward was regrettable considering the conduct of the Tevs throughout the operation, but this is a war. The crew of the Pesajet are grateful for our assistance. We're in the process of interrogating Captain Apries regarding the Pesajet's operations in the system. Latest word is that he's been cooperative and civil so far. You can expect to hear the results of that soon, but for now it looks like there's no danger of a Vosidon battle group coming to make life difficult for us. In fact, by saving the Pesajet, we may have given ourselves the diplomatic edge we need to keep the Vosidons out of the war. What is worrying, however, is the increasing abilities of the Gaian effort. The Pesajet was ambushed at a navigational point that should have been secret and secure. Somehow the Gefs knew the Vosidons would be there, which suggests both abilities and motivations unknown to us. Intelligence is revisiting what we know about the terrorist group. We're not a police force, but you can expect Natrava to divert assets into combating this terrorist threat to secure our own freight assets. What I want to know is this. If the Gefs are working for the Tevs, and Laporte, you've seen Tev transports in Gef hands, why would they provoke the Vosidons? Have they gone rogue? Or just nuts?
1420 hours yesterday, elements of 2nd Fleet Mars encountered and assisted the stricken logistics vessel Perseid of the Imperial Vasudan Medjay. It is now clear that Emperor Khonsu II's stance of neutrality has been abandoned, and that the Vasudans have now entered the war on the side of the Galactic Terran Assembly. This is dire news for our fortunes in the war, and for our survival as a Federation. So far, Medjay's support seems to be limited to logistics and freight only, but it has increased pressure on what is already a precarious situation. Vasudan vessels are not to be targeted, else we risk provoking the Emperor into providing direct military assistance to his Terran allies. Diplomatic sessions are now underway between the Federation and the Imperium. If we can persuade Emperor Khonsu to deny the Assembly support, we will be one step closer to victory. Until then, we urge our military leaders to hold any activity that might provoke the Vasudans into catastrophic intervention. For humanity, children of Ubuntu.
Okay, Laporte, take a seat. Don't look so surprised. Admiral Natraba just passed on a special assignment. It's just the two of us on this one. As per yesterday's declassified memo, the Council of Elders is sending a delegation to Khonsu's representative in Seoul, Admiral Rekami. Rekami's ship, the GVD Shepsiskaf, is currently holding station in neutral territory near Karen. Since the War Gods were present during the Perseid operation, Command has asked me to send 2 fighter pilots to join up with the delegation's escort wing. Our presence should help give some extra leverage with the Vasudans, who are likely to react to us positively. In fact, someone from the Perseid's crew requested you specifically. I have no idea why that might be, and Natraba didn't tell me. I can't help but question the good sense of the Vasudan species as a whole. We'll meet up with the transport Rashadia at Luna City, which was spared by the Tev bombardment in a humanitarian gesture. 2 members of the White Guard are already on station as part of the Elders' security detail. From there, we'll jump to a classified meeting location in the Kuiper Belt, where Admiral Rekami will meet us on a transport. Bringing a destroyer along would draw Tev attention. Elder Svetlana Heinrichsen was the obvious choice for the mission, as she worked with Vasudan physicists during the Great War and maintains close ties with Admiral Natraba. Unfortunately, she's in no physical condition for high-stress negotiations at the moment and had to decline. The delegation will instead be led by Elder Lynn Todagani, who I'm told is one of our finest political scientists and xenocultural specialists. She allegedly speaks Vasudan in both the sitting and standing forms. Very smart lady. Remember, we're escorting an Elder to meet another species. If you can manage to act like a proper flight officer for just one day, make it today.